Hello everyone. Um, this video is a bit of a hard one. So, I've mentioned the last video, I think. I'm not sure. I think I did. I think I mentioned the last video. But today marks 1 year since my friend Denny has died. But the thing is, I've struggled a lot this past year. Obviously, I remember the day it happened. I woke up, everything was normal to me. I sent a message at 5:25 saying, like, just pretty much just ran into her about random shit. But, pretty much I got a message at like 7:30, I want to say, saying that she had died. And, excuse me. And I went upstairs and obviously I cried. Obviously upon finding out that she'd died. And, initially it broke me instantly. But at the end of the day, it was guaranteed to happen. It was either it happened then or she would have just been in pain for a lot longer. And just remember going upstairs and just crying my eyes out. And my mum honestly didn't care. Like, when I was in the state that I wasn't fit to go to school that day. It was a Thursday. I wasn't fit to go into school that day. But she still made me go in anyway. And if I'm honest, the thought of that still kind of aggravates me now. And of course, I cried on the way to the bus stop. I cried at the bus stop. Obviously, I managed to mask it pretty well in front of Kian, up to a point. And then he asked me what was wrong, and I just pulled up the message and I showed him. And then immediately he understood what had happened, obviously, because it was right there in the message saying that she'd passed away and all the details at the time of death, the cause of it. Obviously the date of it. So just upon reading that message, Kian already knew why I was so off. I had French first thing that day, and initially all I'd said was, because my friend Charlie, who I used to sit with in French, kept asking me if I was okay because I was just completely out of it. And I kept saying, yeah, I'm good. And then eventually I told her that my friend had died. And immediately she felt really bad. And then I said to my teacher, could I speak to you at the end? I've got an issue that I need to discuss. Quite a serious one. And the end of the lesson came around, and I explained everything to her. I gave her my phone so she could just look through the messages, obviously from the 11th of December, leading through until the morning of the 12th. And I asked if I could go home, and she said she wasn't sure. I need to speak to my head of year, which she did, and eventually I did go home that day. But for that day, and for a solid 2 weeks after that, I just couldn't be happy at all. And obviously, understandably so, because I just lost my girlfriend at the time to organ failure. And since I went to sleep that night, I couldn't say goodbye. And I was saying this to my current girlfriend. I don't care what anyone says or what they try and make me think. I'm always going to blame myself and feel awful for going to bed that night and, not saying goodbye properly and give her the time to say what she wanted to say. All I'm gonna say is this year has kicked my ass, and I really mean it. This year has fucked me up. All I can really say is hold on to the people you have, because you do not know how long you're gonna have with them before everything finishes. So, no matter who it is, savour your time with that person, because before you know it, everything could just come to an end.